Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maisie and today I am filming a book unboxing haul. Here I have a few deliveries from Amazon and then I also have a couple of books up here that I picked up from the works the other day. Let's just get into it. I think I'm going to start with the books that I got from the works because they're obviously not in boxes. So the first book that I got was The Catch by Amy Lee. This, as you can see, was only £5, so I always love to like go and have a look in the works first before I do an order because often they're cheaper there than they are on Amazon. Anyway, this is the third book in the Influencer series by Amy Lee. The first book follows a fitness influencer and has plus size representation. The second book follows a book influencer, and then this third book is fashion influencer, I believe. I've enjoyed the first two books, like I thought that they were both good, and yeah, I just wanted to like finish the series, so this came out a few months ago I think now. I've not really heard anyone's thoughts on it and whether it's good, so we will see, but yeah, I just wanted to complete the series. And then the other book that I picked up from the works, and this was like kind of on a complete whim, but I just saw it and I thought, actually, yeah, you know what, maybe I do want to read that. And that is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Now, I think the second book has recently come out, and I think is there going to be a third book as well. I don't know too much about this other than I think the only thing that I know is our main character. Is she called Belladonna? No, why is it called Belladonna then? Anyway, our main character, I think, has like a romance with death. So I think it's like a fantasy and she's a romance with death, and I know lots of people don't like that, but for me it kind of was like reminding me of Addie LaRue by V. Schwab, and yeah, I just thought I'd pick it up and give it a go again. This was only £3.50 in the works, so yeah, when I saw it I just thought, how could I say no? Okay, let's get into the unboxing now. I actually think one of these might be a birthday present for Ollie. Yeah, this is a birthday present for Ollie, so I'm not going to show that. It's not very interesting, it's just a book series that he's reading. Okay, let's start with one of the big boxes. I need to be careful not to show my address. Also, I feel like I said this in every video, but today I really mean it, that I hope that the lighting is okay for you. It is like 5:30, so it's probably really not ideal lighting, but I needed to wait until I finished work. We got in here. This is like a really random mix of books and isn't going to make sense. Maybe I'll open this box as well, but okay, there's one I can definitely go through here. So I got The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I see loads of people reading this and like saying that overall they enjoy it, but then also having lots of complaints about this series. So I'm just kind of intrigued to try it out for myself. This is a fantasy series. I don't know, is it romance? Like, I don't even know if there's romance in it, but it says for fans of Sarah J Maas and Sabaa Tahir. I don't actually know who that is. I'm not going to read the blurb because that would be boring, but yeah, if you have read this, then please let me know. Oh, sorry, the dedication says, to Sarah J Maas. Thank you for being so generous with your friendship, support and encouragement, but mostly thank you for believing in me, even and especially when I didn't. Okay, so she's friends with Sarah J Maas. Interesting. Yeah, if you have read this, then please let me know what your thoughts are on it. I just thought I would try it out because I've seen lots of people reading it. It's a trilogy, I believe. It's a trilogy just called the Prison Healer trilogy, I think so. So yeah, that's the first book that I got. And then, as I said, I feel like I need to open this box because two of the other two that are in this box link to books in here, and it would just make sense to like do them together. Whoa, I went very off track there. Many more books in this box. Okay, so next book I got was Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. I just heard what this was about and that it's kind of like a love triangle. I think it's basically our main character is on like a year abroad and she goes to London, I think. Yeah, she goes to London, and I think there's like a love triangle between her and two guys. Yeah, so then it's like a love triangle between her and some guys that she ends up living with. I think she's expecting them to be girls and they are guys. I saw Steph Bohr read this and enjoyed it. I actually do like Elle Kennedy's writing, and I just think this sounds like a fun read, so I've been wanting to pick this up for ages, but I couldn't see it in any UK bookshops, so had to order it from Amazon. And then another newish release, this one's newer to be fair, is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I have read all of the Chestnut Spring series, but I don't own any of them physically. However, I just love this cover and I just wanted to own the physical copy. I've not read it yet, but I assume it's probably on Kindle Unlimited. But this is the first book in the Rose Hill series. I don't know too much about it. Is it another like small town series maybe? Oh, okay, and it's brother's best friend or best friend's little sister. That's actually one of my favourite tropes, so I'm excited about this. Okay, this one makes sense to do with this. So then I got Saving Six and Redeeming Six by Chloe Walsh. These are the third and fourth book in the Boys of Torment series, and I have this one on my TBR for this month actually. This is where I'm up to. These are Joey and Aoife's books. This series is like, how do you even describe it? They're like very character driven, new adult, I guess I would describe it as. Romances set in Ireland. The first two books follow one couple, and then these books follow our female main characters from the first book's older brother. And then there's another book which I think I've ordered but I can't see anywhere. Oh, I think it might be down here actually. Should we do that one next? And this is Taming Seven. This is the newest one that has come out. This is Claire and Gibbsie's story, and Claire and Gibbsie are our main characters from the first two books' best friends, and we see a lot of them in those first two books, and I love them, and I know loads of people are really excited to get this book, and I'm very excited to read it. This one also seems a lot smaller, and I think that this is like, I think they're just having one book about this couple, whereas obviously there's two books for the first couple, two books for this couple, and then just one for this, and this one also seems like the shortest. I think Binding and Keeping 13 look like they're the longest ones maybe. They're all pretty long. I'm not going to be saying that a book that's 550 pages is a short romance book. It is not. So we have this. Should I turn this stack this way so you can see the books? Okay, next we have A Curse of Blood and Stone by K.A. Tucker. This is the second book in the Fate and Flame series by K.A. Tucker, which is a fantasy romance series. I haven't actually read the first book yet, but it's on my TBR for this month, and I was doing an order and I just thought I may as well just pick up the second book. I think that maybe it is another one out as well already, or maybe it's just these two so far. But yeah, this is the second book in the series, and I'm very excited to read that first book, and yeah, I just thought it would be good to have the next one. So let's just hope that I do enjoy the first book. Oh, another sequel of a book that I've not read the first one of. We have Legendary by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the Caraval series. I have not yet read Caraval, but again, I just thought it made sense to like buy the next book, because I'm pretty sure with this series, I know I'm gonna like it and read the whole series, because I like Stephanie Garber's writing, and I've especially heard that this book I think is people's favourites. Like, I think people don't love Caraval as much and they prefer this one. So yeah, I'm excited to read it. This one, I swear Caraval's cover's like not shiny and this one's really shiny, which is interesting. I'm also undecided if I like these spines. I know I've seen some people say that they like these UK spines, like the stripes. I'm not 100% sold on them, but we will see when they're all on the shelf together. This is like the prequel series to Once Upon a Broken Heart. I say the prequel series, like it wasn't written as a prequel. It's just in the same universe, and this kind of came out first and happened first. And there is a crossover in characters as well to Once Upon a Broken Heart. So technically you should read Caraval first, but I didn't, and I know lots of people didn't, so yeah, I still want to read it. Okay, next we have another fantasy romance, and this is The Bridge Kingdom by Daniel L. Jensen. For my birthday, I actually bought myself Daniel L. Jensen's first book. No, not first book, newest book, which is A Fate Inked in Blood. But I just really want to read this series. I've had this like on my radar for a while, but I hadn't really heard many people talking about it. But then when A Fate Inked in Blood came out, I just kind of decided, you know what, let's also get The Bridge Kingdom and read this. It's an interesting cover actually. It's kind of creepy. And it says, what if you fall in love with the one you were sent to destroy? So yeah, it's a fantasy romance. I think it's kind of like Enemies to Lovers. I think it's like, yeah, they have like an arranged marriage, but actually she's going there to kill him because their families like hate each other. It's something like that. I'm excited to read this. Oh, there's like artwork on the chapter pages. I always love when publishers do that. So yeah, I just got this book. I think there's quite a few books in this series. I think there's like a few books maybe following this couple, and then some more following another couple, and I think people maybe prefer the later ones following the other couple. But anyway, I've just got this one for now. Again, let me know if you have read this series and what you think to it. Next, I have another new release. This is Abby Jimenez's release just for the summer. I have read two of Abby Jimenez's books. I have read Part of Your World, that was the first one I read, and then I have read The Happy Ever After playlist. I know, I'm aware that I am reading them completely in the wrong order, but I just feel like it doesn't matter. I'm not really that bothered with this with her books, the right order to read books in. I know that this is kind of all part of the like interlinked series with Part of Your World and Yours Truly, which I haven't read or picked up yet. Honestly, I really just don't like the UK cover of Yours Truly, so I just haven't got it, but maybe I should because loads of people love that book. But anyway, this one sounded good. Now I say that, I can't remember what it's about. To find their soulmates, all they need is 4 dates, a kiss and a breakup. Oh yeah, okay, so I think I've heard people talking about this, and it reminds me of the plot for Good Luck Chuck, if anybody has seen that film. I only saw it once, like years ago, and it's like a rom-com, and I think it's like similar vibes to this, where the main guy like keeps going out with people, and then like when they break up, that person goes on to get married and like find their forever person. And I think that's like, yeah, a similar plot to this. I think that maybe both characters like have that same issue that they're finding, where they keep going out with people, the relationship ends, and then that person goes on to get married and be happy, so they decide to maybe date each other to like break that spell, tradition. Yeah, it just sounds good. I do like Abby Jimenez's writing. None of her books have been like 5 stars amazing for me, but like I think they've both been like around 4 stars. I've enjoyed them. So yeah, I'm excited. Okay, where do we go next? Let's finish the ones in these boxes. So I then got the hardbacks of the first 2 Crescent City books, because I have the first Crescent City book already, although I've not read it, in paperback, but they like change the editions of the paperbacks that they're doing, and they like are not doing those ones anymore, and they're doing new ones that I don't particularly like. And then I bought the 3rd one in Sainsbury's when it came out, because it was like £10 in Sainsbury's, so I just felt like I had to get it. And obviously that's in hardback, so I kind of just decided to get all of them in hardback as well, because I like prefer these covers to the UK paperbacks that they're doing now. So I just thought I'll have them all in hardback, although I don't love reading hardbacks, especially big hardbacks. But anyway, I'm glad to have them. At least I have the first one that I can read in paperback. I am very intimidated to read this series, to be honest. I don't know why. To be fair, I felt the same about Throne of Glass. Like I found that like really intimidating, but that was more just because it was a really long series. Whereas this, obviously there's only 3 books out. I don't know if there's going to be any more, but it's just very adult. I feel like it's not many people's favourite Sarah J Maas series, and it just is intimidating. It's an urban fantasy, so it's set like more in the modern day compared to her other ones, and obviously the books are just really long. And I feel like people have said that they're just like harder to read. So yeah, I am a little bit intimidated by them, if I'm going to be honest. But it's fine. I'm going to read them and I'm sure it'll be fine. Let me just move these boxes out of the way and we will go to our next one. I need to not show you my address. Let's open this tab. One thing that Amazon has got better at is like sending things in fewer packages. Because I remember like not that long ago, it was like literally every book almost came in its own pack, or like there'd be like 2 books in one. So like they are doing more boxes now, which is good. Okay, these are the ones like I'm most excited for. Do I need to give context? No, I don't think so. Actually, I am going to. Whoa, this is really small. I recently was talking to my auntie and my mum about books and reading, and actually we were talking about like what classics we've read and stuff, and I said that the only classic that I have read is Pride and Prejudice, which I really enjoyed. I love the film Pride and Prejudice, always have, like it's been one of my favourites for a long time, the Keira Knightley film. And I have read the book and I enjoyed the book as well. I used to have one of the like Penguin classic editions, you know, like not a nice one. Then when we like moved house, I just completely have lost it and I don't know where it's gone. So I don't have that copy anymore. So I wanted to get myself a new copy. So I got this edition. This is the Puffin Books like special edition, and it is really pretty. I think that's like the only thing other than the cover that's nice about it. But yeah, it just seems like a nice edition to have and to display. As I said, it's very small. It's kind of like paperback size, maybe a bit smaller than a normal paperback. But it's a hardback, which is interesting, but it's got a really nice design. And then on the back it says, "You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you." So yeah, I just wanted to get a special edition of this book because I'm not a massive classics reader and I'm never going to be. But there are some that I really love, and ever since I've been a little girl I've loved like Pride and Prejudice, and yeah, I enjoyed reading it, and I just wanted to have my own like nice edition. So yeah, I'm excited to display this. I said in another video that I am getting some new bookshelves upstairs because I just have no space on this one, and also like it's just not a good one in terms of filming because like it's just not a good space to film in. It's literally in front of me now as I'm filming, so that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I'm gonna get some new shelves upstairs in a spare bedroom, and I'm really excited to like display my books better and also like spread them out, because I obviously will still have this shelf, but I'll just have a lot more space. So yeah, I wanted to get this. And then the reason that like I kind of went to order it in the first place was because, as I was talking about, sorry, that conversation, I told you about that conversation with my mum and my auntie but didn't actually like finish the story, was that my auntie said that one of the best ones that she's read is Jane Eyre, and she said it's actually like, in terms of the classics, quite an easy one to read. Like she's not really one for classics, but she really enjoyed Jane Eyre. And Jane Eyre, actually, again, I've not read it, but in terms of like the film adaptations and things, is one of my favourites. The Michael Fassbender film I absolutely loved, and it's always been like one of my favourite stories in terms of the classics, and that conversation kind of convinced me that actually, yeah, I would like to read it. And I saw this beautiful edition. Actually, I wanted to get this same edition of Pride and Prejudice, but they don't do this edition of Pride and Prejudice. This is the Harper Muse painted editions, and they have like lots of different classic books that they have done the painted editions of, and they have this one for Jane Eyre, and it is beautiful. On the back of this one it says, "I am no bird and no net ensnares me." And we have this really nice spine as well, and then also like we have like gold end like pages, but then inside it's normal. It's actually like very white, like crisp white pages inside, if you can see. So yeah, I am really excited to read this one and to just have this edition because it is beautiful. There's also like some like painting artwork inside of it. And it also comes with a little like, you know, ribbon bookmark. So I am really happy to own this. I'm really excited to read it. I may include it in a reading vlog if it's something that you guys would like to see. And I'm kind of like interested in reading it and then like maybe like comparing it to like more modern romances. As I said, I have seen the film, but it's like a long time ago, so I can't like fully remember it. But I just know that I really enjoy the story, and I'm excited to actually read it for the first time. Maybe I will read some more classics. Please let me know what your favourite classics are if you have read any. I obviously am like more into romance than anything else. My sister has read Little Women and loves that, and I know loads of people love that one, so that's like another one that maybe I would consider reading. But yeah, if any of like the romances that you've read classics wise are really good and you would recommend, then please let me know. I've always loved like period dramas and things like that, so I feel like maybe I would like them, but obviously they just take a little bit longer to read. Pride and Prejudice definitely took me a while to read when I read it. It was quite a few years ago now, but yeah, I just remember like it was a little bit confusing. I was glad that I very much already like knew the story and a lot of the famous quotes, because it was a little bit hard to follow. Well, I really rambled with that one. So that is the end of this book haul. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know which of these books you have read and love, or which ones you want to read and are excited about, which ones you want to see in reading vlogs. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below, and I would love to see you in the next one.